Warp Pipe Wednesday.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Warp Pipe Wednesday, the shortened show of our weekly podcast, the weekly Warp Pipe. What's up, Jay?
What's up, buddy? How are you doing, Russ?
Great. I finally got around to seeing the Mario movie. And this will be 2 weeks. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, spoilers ahead. Tune in after you see the movie, I guess.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the Mario movie, just kill it now because we're going to talk about it. And I don't want to ruin it for you.
Did you see it in any special way, like IMAX or 3D? I guess it wasn't 3D. They did have IMAX, so bigger format with it.
No, I just saw it standard, which was fine. Just took my wife and our 2 kids, and we went with a friend group of ours who live in our neighborhood. They have 2 kids similar age. And we just went and had a blast, and it was just so cool finally getting to see it after all the hype.
Nice. Yeah. I would have seen it opening day, but had to find a babysitter for Gwen. So we had to wait.
Gwen.
Yeah. So we waited a week. And I tried to stay off the internet to get like any more spoilers. I will say they probably spoiled a lot with like the trailers and stuff.
The trailers showed a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a problem these days.
It's like I almost want to avoid trailers for any movie if I want to have something surprised happening, like seeing the movie, like, oh my god, like such and such happens or whatever.
I feel like in the 80s and 90s they would cut up a trailer, so it was like Kevin McAllister's Home Alone. Kevin, go to your room. It would be like all these different cuts from the movie.
Right. Yeah.
But now it's like they show you like a minute and a half of the movie.
Right.
So like when Bowser rolls up, I know, all right, the penguins are going to come out. They're going to start assaulting them with snowballs. It's going to be hilarious because it's going to be like not affecting them whatsoever. Like you've seen that whole part.
Whole bit. Yeah. So it's like I almost don't want to, because I think they released 3 trailers up to it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I saw one. I'm good. Like it looks.
I stopped watching them after the initial drop. I didn't watch anymore.
Yeah. So So me and my wife went. I'd say it was probably a sold out show. We went to a 6:30 p.m. showing. So we did have some like kids in there when we were leaving. I think an older crowd was kind of coming in for the later shows.
Right. We went 6 o'clock on Friday.
So, okay.
But we bought our tickets Thursday, and I don't know how your theater does, but our theater, when you buy your tickets, you pick your seats now.
Yes, that's mine.
So that was kind of nice, actually, because it was like if you didn't see anywhere you wanted to sit, you could just choose to go at a later time or whatever.
Right. This eliminates having to line up. So those who don't know, I used to work at the movie theater that we went to. I was assistant manager there for probably like 6 years, I'd say. So and I was through like Harry Potter coming out, like all that. And those were like 12:01 shows on Thursday.
Yep.
So technically it's Friday and people would line up outside the theater and then you would have to like rush in and grab your seats. So we're long past that now. Movies come out way earlier and you can choose your seats ahead of time. They're assigned seats and they're also larger seats at the theater that I go to that like have like reclining options in it.
Yeah. So. But it's nice because back then, like if you just happened to get there late or didn't get in early, you were just kind of stuck sitting wherever you could find. And I remember there was one movie, I don't remember if it was Avatar or Titanic. I saw some like huge movie and I sat in the front row and I was basically like this the whole time.
I did that with the I believe it was the Ninja Turtles animated movie that came out.
Okay.
I was like, I want to see it. And I was like, all right. Look at
that. It's front row is the worst.
Get a creak in my neck now because we're older.
That's right.
There was a preview for the new Ninja Turtles movie too. If you guys haven't seen that, Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is coming out. It's an animated movie, and I think Seth Rogen actually wrote it.
I don't know if I saw that. I saw a Barbie trailer.
Oh, I didn't see that one. No, that wasn't on my movie.
Seemed a little sketchy.
Fair enough. All right, we'll get into the dirty details of the movie. I did just watch a video with like, 200 Easter eggs or whatever where they're pointing everything out.
Yeah, I caught a ton of Easter eggs. One of the first ones I noticed was they were in like a, was it like a sports bar? But it basically was like the Mike Tyson's Punch Out bar, and you see like
Yes.
Glass Joe and Sandman and Macho Man, all those guys like on in these little pictures behind Mario. And one of the first characters that comes up to Mario, I know his name is important. I can't remember his name sadly, but it's the guy from Wrecking Crew, the NES game.
Right. Yeah, now it's escaping my name from from what it was.
Yeah,
What the heck was his name from Wrecking Crew? It's at the tip of my tongue. We'll see if it comes in. But yeah, he's playing off of, because in that game, he's the foreman and he's chasing Mario around basically. So he's saying that like, you guys used to work for me and now you went on your own. And you're, starting this plumbing business. Why'd you leave a good paying job?
right.
I will say in the beginning how it starts off. I like that it's the commercial for the plumbing business, and
Hmm.
there was a lot more added to it than what we saw. So at least that wasn't a full spoiler. Like they
That's
did show
nice.
it, and it's like, oh, here's these added scenes that make it fun.
I loved how they used the music from the 1989 cartoon Super Mario Super Show
Yes, right.
for the commercial. I thought that was really cool. Plus, it's fun to sing.
Um, I want to say, is it Spike?
It might be Spike.
Wrecking Crew.
I
I'm
can't
trying to
remember.
look it up
Google.
quickly here. Um, I wish it just said his name blatantly out, but it doesn't.
One of the things I
Yes.
saw.
Okay. Foreman named Spike. It was Spike. Okay.
Okay, cool. One of the things I saw at the end of the movie was, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the scene where they're fighting Bowser, and it's Mario and Donkey Kong, and I think Donkey Kong has like a fire power, and I don't know if Mario's a cat or he might have the Tanuki suit actually.
I will say that to jump in real quick, that was odd to give Donkey Kong the firepower. I don't think he's ever gotten firepower in any
Yeah,
video game.
yeah, I don't think so either. I just kind of went with it, like okay, you
Okay.
got a
All right.
firepower, whatever.
Sure.
But I feel like in the background, I feel like I saw the old school Nintendo logo from when they made the trading cards, like way like 100 years ago.
Someone might have pointed out in the video that I had watched, maybe if it's the same one you're talking about, it perhaps was a reference to the spade cards in Mario 3 of the matching game.
Oh, okay,
I mean, it could be both.
yeah, maybe that was it. Um, there was a fun part where Mario's running through the city, and it looks just like he's running through roughly level one of the
It was
Mario.
it was a 2D like scene, and they said it was the exact creation of that first part with the two bricks, a yellow, power up thing, with then one above it. Like as soon as you start level 1-1.
Yeah, and then at the end he goes on the flagpole, which was pretty cool.
Right, right. And it makes the sound, and it was like at like Castle Burger or something like that.
Oh yeah, it was a cat like Castle Burgers, like yeah.
So that was fun. And then even when he ended up into the sewers, like after the big flood, there was a plaque on the wall that said like level 1-2.
Oh, I didn't. I think I might have missed that.
Yeah, and they started playing the do 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 do
Yeah,
and I was like, ah, like
I'm gonna have to watch it again. At some point when it releases, so I can like pick up on all those. Um, but yeah, so like the city got flooded, and Mario's got this great idea, like, hey, we're gonna go fix this plumbing issue, and that's what's gonna put us on the radar. And then they end up getting sucked down into the sewer, and that's kind of where they make their way to the Mushroom Kingdom.
and I like to point out it's a little parallel to the original Mario Brothers movie where there was an issue with the Scapellis causing some damage to the pipes. The Mario Brothers go investigate, and that's where they find the dimensional portal
Yeah,
to the different dimension there. So I was like, all right, I mean, they pulled
maybe
that
that was
from them.
maybe that was just a nod to that movie.
It could have been, yeah.
So that's kind of cool. What else stuck out to you?
Um, so many sounds
Hmm.
and music cues they used in this movie where you're like, oh, that's from this Luigi's Mansion. When Luigi gets a phone call, it's the GameCube startup sound.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh my god. So they had some deep cuts for like everything, and you're always looking in the background, seeing what they were adding to it. And I was like, oh nice, like, oh, there's Pauline on the TV, she's reporting or whatever, and it's like, okay, because she was like mayor of New Donk City in
Right.
Mario Odyssey. And
Now, remember when he first gets to the mushroom world and he sees that mushroom and Toad's like, "Do not touch that mushroom."
right.
Was that from the original like Lost Levels from the original Mario 2? Because isn't there a mushroom in that Lost Levels that will actually make you smaller?
No, so the mushroom that will kill you is a purple colored mushroom.
Okay.
But in New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii, there is a blue mushroom that shrinks you.
Okay.
So
So that's
it was a blue mushroom that Toad was saying, "Don't touch it; it'll kill you." And then he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, never mind, it wasn't right."
Right. Yeah.
But they do end up using the blue mushroom later on
Yeah.
in the movie, which was cool. So it's like, oh, there's a nod to that power.
Right. Do we want to tell what that blue mushroom did later on?
At the end scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this is spoiler heavy if you guys haven't
Yeah, it's
seen the
spoiler
movie.
heavy. So if you haven't seen it yet, here's your chance to run away. But basically, didn't they just like give it to Bowser
You're right.
and like
Princess Peach forced it kind of down his throat, and then
yeah,
they
and
made
like
him
shrunk
small,
him?
and then you could put him in a jar to kind of contain him.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. What'd you think about his about Bowser's solo?
The Peaches song,
Yeah.
peaches, 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 peaches. I,
Peaches, 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 peaches.
I mean, you're having Jack Black voice the character. You might as well take advantage of his musical
I
abilities.
mean, it's like it was like Bowser meets Tenacious D.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, you got full Jack Black in there, and there's a full video of Jack Black performing it with like a wild get up, which I had seen coming around, and I didn't want to watch it before seeing the movie because I'm like, oh, what is this craziness? Like, I'll
Right.
wait. And my wife quoted and said, the kids watching this movie don't realize how amazing this is right now. Like this is Jack Black, like in all his awesomeness.
Right. Yeah. Like they don't quite get that. Did that bother you at all, or do you think it was just fun?
No, it was fun. A fun approach how they did with Bowser. Like he wants to marry Princess Peach, and that was very prominent in Super Mario Odyssey. And you even have the amiibos with
Them
well,
in
at
their
least
wedding
in the
outfits.
wedding outfits, yeah. And so I was like, okay, I could get that, see that. Like he wants to rule the world with her, and he was very like um adamant about like, oh, did Peach think that the plumber was like heroic or like very
Right.
concerned. And what was funny, they pointed out the wizard, was it Calmic? I
I
think
don't know his name. Yeah.
think that's the name of the wizard. He like dressed up as Princess Peach, like role playing with Bowser,
Oh
and
yeah.
he did that also in the video game in one of the Super Mario games.
Oh, that's
Like
funny.
you get there to save the princess, and it's him dressed up, and you're like, what the heck?
Oh yeah. No. Oh, that was another thing they did. They referenced. Sorry, your princess is another castle. I don't remember
Right.
exactly the story behind it at this moment, but I
Well,
remember they.
Mario was going to meet the princess, and they get up to the door, and there's two Toad guards, and then he's like, "I'm here to see the princess," and they're like, "Yeah, your princess is in another castle. Why don't you try
Oh
another castle?"
yeah, that's right. And didn't like the Toad he was with kind of like gave him some food and get him distracted, and then
Well,
Mario
yeah,
like
he
snuck
pulls
in.
out his frying pan like he's gonna beat them up, and then he's like, "Ah," and then you see him, and he's like cooking. He's like, "What do you guys want? I'll fry up anything."
Yeah, yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
That kind of reminded me of like Link like cooking in Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
I'm
funny.
like, I played Captain Toad Tracker on the Wii U, so it's been years since I played it. I don't remember him cooking in that game at all, though.
Yeah, I never played that one, so I don't really know. The other thing I thought was kind of interesting was the whole like they're gonna go meet the Kongs, and they need to seek the help of the Kongs because they're gorillas and they're real strong, and all the Toads are kind of wimpy and weak, but they got a lot of heart. So Mario and Princess Peach go and find they basically find Donkey Kong, but it's cool because it shows like Donkey Kong's dad, which is like at the beginning of like Donkey Kong Country, and
Right.
he's playing the little jukebox, which is
Cranky Kong.
playing
Yep.
the old school Donkey Kong music.
Yes. And again, yeah, I say music is such a big play to this. They used some music from Donkey Kong Country, and then when Donkey Kong came out, they used the Donkey Kong rap song.
Yeah.
So I thought, I was like, okay. And then you're like, oh, there's Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong.
Yep, they were both there too.
So super awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely, excited to see it again and pick up the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
and see even more Easter eggs, or if they have a director's commentary, would be fun on that. And hopefully it opens up a lot more opportunity for other franchises, Nintendo franchises, to do movies.
Dude, I want to Link movie so bad.
It'd be tough because he doesn't technically speak in the games.
Yeah.
So again,
But he did in the cartoon.
That is true.
Excuse me, princess.
We had such an uprising of Chris Pratt being Mario. Then it's like, who we casting for Link?
Dude, I thought Chris Pratt did fine.
Right. He does open the movie up with the commercial with a heavy Italian accent with like, hey, where the Mario Buzz? It's me. We'll fix the plumbing. And then it's like, okay, he's not doing that the whole movie.
Right.
And it fit good. I my wife was saying like, I couldn't really tell it was Chris Pratt.
I couldn't either.
I can definitely tell it was Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, though.
Me too. Yeah, I could tell that. And I could tell Jack Black was Bowser.
Right. With just like Donkey Kong laughing.
Yeah.
I'm Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, super fun movie. My wife said it exceeded her expectations.
Yeah, my wife even said, Haley said it was fun, and she's not even what I would consider a Mario fan. I mean, she thinks it's okay, but like it's not like she's crazy about it like the rest of us,
Right. And again, they cater to all ages, essentially.
Yeah, my son had a blast, and he was the one that was most excited about it. He asked me the next day. He said, "Dad, when does the second one come out?" And I was like, "Buddy, probably like a year or two from now." And he was so disappointed because he's thinking like tomorrow or like next month.
That fast,
because he's so used to Netflix, where you can just watch the next one.
Next one, yeah. I didn't stay for the extra. There's 2 after credit scenes, and I
stayed. For 1. I stayed because I'm like, I know there's gonna be something at the end. So did you see what was at the very end, or do you know what it was?
Yeah, when I watched the Easter egg video, they did show it. So
it's funny. Oh, okay. The word Easter egg is funny. So extreme spoiler alert. Or if you just don't feel like sitting around at the end, I'll tell you what happens. Basically, the very last scene after the credits completely roll is it shows like a Yoshi egg in the sewer. And my buddy said, Manhattan is an island. Yoshi's Island, maybe? I don't know.
Well, what's funny is you do see Yoshi's in passing. They're in the background, like when Toad and Mario are traveling towards the princess, you kind of see them, different color ones running and all that. So if you didn't get, Jay said like the egg is in our world now. It went through the pipe or whatever and hence is hatching there. I'd like to know some more of like the backstory of why that world existed. Like they go into the sewer in Brooklyn and then come to find out it's like thousands of feet deep, like in the sewer. Like they travel down all the way down and he's like, it looks like this place hasn't been touched in years. And that's where they find the green pipe that sucks them into the Mushroom Kingdom. It's like, well, who was using this before? Like, was someone else using it? Are there different pipes down there that go to different worlds? And then he does express to the princess, like, because she doesn't know where she's from. She just arrived when she was a baby. And then the Toads got her. And he's like, maybe you're from my world. And she's like, well, there's certainly lots of worlds out there and lots of galaxies.
Like, use the word galaxy.
Mario Galaxy. And plus, there's a Luma that's trapped and that's they're part of Mario Galaxy. So Rosalina maybe in the sequel. And
now is Luma the little water guy that was so
depressing and
so depressing?
Yes, yeah.
The only true release is death.
Well, I guess their whole thing was because they're excited to die because when they die, they become a planet or a star. I forget how it
Oh,
is in
see, I never
Mario
played
Galaxy.
Galaxy, so I don't really get the whole. I didn't get that reference.
So that's like their purpose. So he's just kind of like waiting for like, yes, when I die, I become my true, like what I'm here for kind of
there you
thing.
go.
But yeah, in Mario Galaxy 2, you do get Yoshi, like get to play as him. He's on the cover. So maybe they'll incorporate, Yoshi in the sequel and Rosalina, and we'll go into space and stuff like that. Because then
Time will tell.
who will you have as the bad guy? You know, Bowser's going to have to escape again, and you know they can do a continuation with that, I assume.
Yeah, all I know is critics rated it bad, audience rates it amazing. Hopefully, it kicks Disney's butt, and I love it.
Yeah, it did get a low, like Rotten Tomato score by the critics, but then the fans scored it high.
Critics know nothing. This one critic was complaining, "Why is he in a Mario cat suit?" Like, you clearly never played anything except the first one. So,
well, they didn't show the power up of him getting the bell. Maybe that would have explained it to him. Well, how does he go up there and then he comes down and he's a cat?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was a rad movie. You guys should go check it out. Sorry if we ruined it for you.
I'll have spoilers on the thumbnail or something.
Yeah,
but
maybe spoilers.
We're super excited, and I said when it comes out the DVD, I think there are already like you can either pre-order like there's like a collector's edition steelbook that's I want to say a Mario mushroom, and then there's like a Blu-ray version that's the star, like a tin.
Cool.
So hey, grab those, get them now before they sell out. For the scalpers, get them. Go see the Mario movie again.
Yeah,
support it so it does well, and we can have sequels.
That's it.
We'll see if it beats Sonic. Who knows?
Sure it will.
With box office sales. Sweet, short and sweet. That's it for the Warp Pipe Wednesday. Tune in Saturday for full episodes of the weekly Warp Pipe. You can catch us theweeklywarpipe.com, or you can call into the show, leave a message or a text message 949-682-9277 is the phone number. It's in every description of the video and on our website and all that. So cool. Catch me at Russ Lyman is all my social medias. Jay, where can we find you?
TikTok. You can find me NES Addict old videos on YouTube. And right here.
All right, guys. As always, I'm Russ Lyman. Keep your world fun bit by bit.
See you guys.